Very excited for next week's episode of The Boys. I'm looking forward to that. But to bring it back to a earlier project of Jensen's, Dawson's Creek. I was very sorry to hear about James Van Der Beek and his passing. But
He's a good friend of Jared's too.
Yes, for both of you.
Dear friend.
But on that topic, Josh Jackson did an interview recently where he talked about the cast going out to karaoke and that you were all kind of drunk and got up to sing, and he specifically talked about you, Jensen, that when you got up to sing, even though you were drunk, his words were, had the voice of a motherfucking angel. But because of that, you killed karaoke for him. So my question to the both of you is if anybody has accidentally kind of ruined something for you.
Yeah, same. Josh, I feel you, buddy. Same. We have a mutual friend. We have several mutual friends. But speaking of music, we have a mutual friend who has like a generational voice and talent. I think Steve Carlson said it best around our friend JJ, who's the lead singer of Kaleo. He's like, not following that. But it's also, it's funny, it's a great question. When I feel so much joy when I see somebody excelling at something, that I don't know if anybody ruins it, because I'm like, I'm limited, like I'm a human, like I can't draw, but I can pretend to draw. So, I don't know, I have a great appreciation for people who excel. Kind of part of being an artist or a craftsman or whatever. There's no jealousy, like when you release the pride and the jealousy and the ego that we all have to have for a time growing up, and you can just be happy that somebody else is like having a great life. The world fucking expands so much, because you could be happy every single day, whether or not you're going through struggles or not, or feeling bad about yourself. You could be happy for this person, for you, for that person, for that person. And so I feel like that's where I've landed recently. Sorry.
Well, first off, I remember that night, so I must not have had that much to drink, but
You were young.
I do. Yeah, that's true. I was. This was many years ago. Yeah, must have been early 20s. And I do remember that night, and I remember going like, I probably shouldn't. I was like, this is a terrible idea. I don't know why. I'm new to the show. I don't know these people that well. And then I think it might have been Josh who was like, dude, come on. We're all acting like idiots tonight. And I was like, all right. And I picked the most random song to do.
Ave Maria?
And I mean, you're not far off. It was El Paso by Marty Robbins. Yeah. And I did it, and I just remember like finishing it. I came back, and Josh and I, we'd become friends at that point, and he was just like, I don't like you anymore. Or something to that extent. But anyway, I owe a lot to Josh, especially during that time, because he kind of like, he helped me navigate, they've been going, this was the 6th season of Dawson's Creek, so they've been going for a while, and I was coming in. It was me and Oliver Hudson who came into the 6th season and kind of joined the cast. And Josh was really just great to me, and was just a good friend to have in that moment. So sorry I ruined karaoke for you, Josh. My apologies. But I would say somebody that has ruined something for me is my wife. I used to be a pretty good cook. And I don't cook anymore because she's outstanding. I was like a line cook and she's a chef. And so whenever I would get in the kitchen to be like, I got this, she would be like, no you don't. So I stopped trying to be the, the person who would come up with the whatever we were eating, and now I'm just her sous chef, which I'm totally fine with, because I'll be like, what do you need help with? And she's like, you can go find some wine. And I'm like, that I can do that. So yeah, I feel like my chef skills are kind of, yeah, they're deteriorating greatly because of how great my wife's is.
My name is Izzy, and I'm from Germany. I have a question about the earlier seasons of SPN, specifically season 2 and season 3. So, two major events that happened, as we all know. Sam died at the end of season 2. And
What? Now I don't have to watch it.
And then Dean went to hell at the end of season 3. So even though I binge-watched it, I still remember having a super strong reaction to both of these events. So I was wondering, when did you two learn about both of these things happening to your characters? Was it when you read the script, or were you told beforehand? And if you still remember, even though it's a long time ago, what was your initial reaction to it?
My recollection is that, so for the first several seasons of Supernatural, we would kind of get the script for the next episode a week or two at a time. Yeah. We kind of had some idea of where the show was going, where the season was going, but not really.
We found out that the arenas were up in the production office.
Yes.
We would sneak up and start like,
Yeah.
because they didn't like to let us. I don't know if they didn't like to do, but they just like to keep it close to the vest about what the episodes were going to be about coming up. And so I was fine with that. I'm like, I'll wait till the script comes out and then I'll read it and then I'll know, and it's fine. But then we found out that there was like a one-page synopsis written up about the next episode.
Which they call an arena.
And they would keep those in the production office. And I found out that they were up there, and I would sneak into the production office and then come back and be like, I got the next 3 episodes.
It was like a drug deal.
Do you remember this?
I do remember. I was just remembering fondly how in the beginning they also had us read the production draft. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very early on, I mean, it was late for you, but for me, it was season 4. They would have us read the production drafts in the production offices, which would be like everybody just sits around and we read our parts, and the producers would stream in, zoom in or whatever, video conference in from down
still like old school
from down in LA. And then by I think season 5, they were like, yeah, let's not do that anymore. And we were like, yeah, let's not do that anymore. And then by season 10, we would be in the trailer on a Monday morning, and you'd be like, hey, Misha, have you read this script? And I'd be like, nah, I'm gonna wing it.
True. Yeah, it was. Jared, I think, was the one who probably read the earlier drafts the most. He would read one because there was a writer's draft.
Because he needed the most preparation.
Don't we know? There was a writer's draft, and then there was a studio draft, and then there was a network draft, and then there was a production draft, and then there were other drafts after the production draft. So you would get 4 drafts before the one that we were even supposed to film. So I was like, well, what's the point in reading all these?
Exactly.
They're going to change.
Right.
Things are going to change. And I think that's one of the reasons why they don't
release it.
They don't
because
release
changes.
it because it changes.
Here's the idea of the script.
Right.
Here's the idea. Sam does this, Dean does this, Cass does this, Crowley does that on one page. And then it goes to a 4-page outline. It's like, well, now it all changed. And then it goes to a script, a writer's draft, then it goes to a network draft, then it goes to a studio draft, then it goes to a production draft.
And let's be honest, we know why they don't give actors the early drafts. And it's because they're already there's the writer's draft, and then they have to submit that to the studio. The studio gives all of their notes of what they want to see or what they don't want to see. So then they have to redo that and make it into the studio draft. And then they give it to the network, and the network does the same thing. They give their notes and stuff. If they
What they really want is the actor's input.
no,
as
they
well.
don't want the actors to be like, I really want to say this, or I really want to do this, because they don't care. They're just trying to get it to a production draft. So I was like, I'm not gonna read any of this stuff, because maybe there's stuff that I like that gets taken out. Maybe there's stuff that I don't like that it ends up not being there anyway, and I don't have to have a phone call about like, I'm not doing that. They're like, we know we're not doing it. They're like, oh, but it's in the script. It's like it's in a writer's draft. Calm down.
Yeah.
So
They make so many changes along the way, and you don't even know which draft is going to be where it's going to land. But even after you film it, then they edit it. They take scenes out, or they
Dude, I
change.
just got no spoiler here. I just got an email from one of my producers who basically is, and I'll share with you guys. I'm not going to tell you guys, but. But a massive departure from what we filmed and how we filmed it to what is actually going to make it in the, when it gets released. And it's, substantial. And it's like, we filmed it all, and now they get to go, because they always say editing is the final rewrite. And so now they get to go like, okay, does this work? Now that we have it in the can, does this actually work? Do these people work together? Does this storyline work? No. Let's lift the whole thing, or let's move the whole thing, or we can shift it to here. So even after we're done doing what we do, it still can change wildly.
That's why I stopped reading the scripts altogether.
I quickly, I'm so sorry. I have a question to ask you.
Yeah.
What gets longer when you pull it? Fits well within 2 breasts and gets tighter when you jerk it.
We must be in Rome.
Fits in a hole.
Fits in a hole nicely.
Yeah.
Fits in a hole nicely.
Yes. Gets longer when you pull it.
Yeah.
Fits well between 2 breasts. Fits in a hole nicely. And something about when you jerk it. It gets tight or something. I don't know. The first 3 are probably most important.
And I'll give you a hint.
Yeah.
It's not a penis.
Oh my God! That didn't even. Now I see what that didn't even occur to me.
I thought penis. I was incorrect.
Now I can see how you could have arrived there.
He got it.
You did?
Yeah, but now that I'm thinking about it,
Is it?
no. I'm like a shoelace could have worked, but
Longer
no,
when you
that's,
pull it. Fits
It
well
doesn't.
between 2 breasts. Fits comfortably in a hole. It slides into a hole. Yeah, slides. That's a good word.
It's obviously a seatbelt. I don't know how I got that.
I'm sorry. Thank you. And I do, not about season 2 or 3, but about season 4. A lot of y'all have heard
are
this
we
story.
supposed to leave?
Not yet. There's one more story. A lot of y'all have heard it. So sorry, I'm gonna tell it again. So, beginning of season 4, I had like the first 2 or 3 days of the episode off, and that's when Jensen and Misha and Jim Beaver did the whole exploding thing. And so I show up, and I'm talking with Ackles. We've known each other for 3 years. We're living in the same house, and I'm like, hey, this new guy, Misha, like, what's the deal? How is he? And Jensen's like, he's really good. Like, he's a really good actor. He's kind of weird. And I was like, yeah? He's like, yeah, he's
I
really
don't think I said those first couple of things.
And so then we're walking from stage 3 or 4 back to our trailers. And so it's about a walk from here to the end of the room. And there are a bunch of like work trucks, like the food truck, the lighting truck, the grip truck, etc., props truck, etc., etc. And we're walking, and I'm kind of like asking, like, so, because Castiel is going to be a part of the show for a lot of the season. We didn't know how long just yet. We didn't know it's gonna be 11 years. But we're talking, and then we're walking, and Jensen kind of goes like, and looks over my shoulder to the back of one of the trucks, and Misha, who I have not yet met, is sitting there like this. And so we walk past and we're like, hi. I don't know, he must have been going through lines in his head or something. I was like, he's fucking strange. And I was right.
I have no recollection of that, but I believe it.
All right, guys. Misha Collins, ladies and gentlemen.